Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the Maibatsu Penumbra FF, retailing at a price of $1,380,000, and I'm sure you'll agree in terms of looks, ladies and gentlemen. It's sleeker than a sea snake on a jet ski now, isn't it? Okay, well, we're going to take the vehicle out onto the street, ladies and gentlemen. There we find waiting for us Mr. Raccoon in his own Maibatsu Penumbra FF, you know. His has been upgraded fully across the board, and on this occasion, as it turns out, mine has too. As it turns out, we did do a video. Whoops, never mind that. Let's just go with saying it's upgraded. Okay, let's have a look at it going down through the hills here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is sort of very responsive, you know. In terms of handling, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, it's more responsive than a pen pal from a Russian gulag, you know. And there we go, flying off down the hills and getting after you around that corner there. Okay, yes, in terms of acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's sort of more average than an apology from an apathetic aristocrat, to be quite frank with you. And there we go, Mr. Raccoon flying off. Traction, ladies and gentlemen, not good, as doubtlessly you can see. Yes, back end will come out on you there. In terms of top-end speed, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid it's less impressive than winning a game of chess against the Grandmaster's drunken 3-year-old son, you know. But that is about the simple truth of it. Okay, well, handling's the strongest thing going for this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. If you get the braking right, it drives quite nicely. If you get the braking wrong, then the back end slides out like an absolute swine, you know. Okay, well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. All that being said, we've brought it back around to the Maze Bank offices, and of course now we are going to take the vehicle on inside. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, bringing the Maibatsu Penumbra FF into the custom auto shop as it happens. Okay, now as always, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed just in order to hurry things along somewhat, you know, but still with the aim to provide you, the viewer, with the opportunity of having a look at the different modifications that can be affected to this vehicle should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it, you know. And that is, of course, the whole point of this video, let's be honest now, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Just for filling time, say, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of brevity, we have cut out the more performance-related modifications. We're not going to include things such as the armor or the top, you know, the engine and blah 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 blah. Effectively, ladies and gentlemen, just the options that affects the aesthetic styling of this vehicle. And I suppose now is perhaps the more appropriate time to mention what I was trying to stutter away at saying as we came down the hills there in the initial part of the initial lap, which was yes, we did actually, as it turns out, we'd go do a video for this a long time ago. Didn't upload it, and I also then deleted it, ladies and gentlemen, hence the reason why the vehicle has already been upgraded. Okay, well, all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what can one say about the Maibatsu Penumbra FF? It's pretty much been said, ladies and gentlemen. Not particularly, it's average across the board, average acceleration, average top-end speed. The handling is the best thing for it, ladies and gentlemen, but you do have to watch that braking. You've got to brake going into the corners. If you try and brake in the corners, that back end's just going to come round on you. So yes, brake before you hit the corner, then go around, no problem whatsoever. Okay, we're going to try to put that into the test now, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. It is the Maibatsu Penumbra, fully upgraded across the board, and we're going to take it out into the street on the standard lap and see how it handles. Okay, so here we go, going around the first corner there, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, whoops, this is sort of losing it, aren't we? Okay, I mean, in terms of acceleration, whoops, and there we go, that's losing that back end for you. Yeah, in terms of accelerations, ladies and gentlemen, it's sort of less exciting than watching World Series snail racing, to be quite frank with you. In terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, it's sort of more slippery than a butt at the breast of a Berlin barmaid, you know. And in terms of top speed, ladies and gentlemen, it's sort of less likely to cross the line than a woke comedian in a shelter for battered women, you know. But the looks, ladies and gentlemen, the looks aren't bad. It's sort of more 1980s than Bruce Willis and Bill Clinton with a bag of Beanie Babies now, isn't it? Okay, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Maibatsu Penumbra FF around the street, and of course, we are now going to commence with the other test that we like to do, and of course, the first one of those is to take up to the top speed test track. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is a course that we have constructed. It runs basically from I don't even know what you'd call it, the sort of Vinewood area, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down to the airport. And yes, what we're going to get 53.54 is what we're looking for, and it's 59.258. Okay, Mr. Raccoon did it in 58.5. So not particularly fantastic. In fact, underwhelming is perhaps the appropriate word. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are now up at Sandy Shores, and of course we are going to commence with the standard tests as we like to do, or the round of tests we like to do. The first vehicle that we're going to be bringing out is going to be just a Maibatsu Penumbra, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the FF, just a standard Penumbra. It retails for a very cheap price, I believe. It's something along the lines of $24,000, or it could be $26,000. Just give me one moment there. Where the hell are we? Maibatsu, $24,000, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there we go. It doesn't quite get even close to the Maibatsu Penumbra FF of 1.3 million, nor would you expect it to. Okay, so the next car we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, the more serious car is now going to be the Dinka Jester, a classic, as it turns out, ladies and gentlemen. Now the Dinka Jester Classic is retailing for $790,000, and it is just pulled in front of us there. So yes, $800,000, ladies and gentlemen, effectively speaking, up against $1.4 million, and yes, there's no question, the Dinka Jester is sat in front of us there, and is going to cross the line, and that really is sort of not a good sign for the Maibatsu Penumbra FF now, is it? Let's be quite frank. Okay, so the next vehicle that we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Anis Elegy Retro. So the Dinka Jester Classic, of course, will be based on the Toyota Supra, ladies and gentlemen. And we're now going to go for the Nissan Skyline, effectively speaking, I do believe it is. Or rather, what was it, the R38? R35, I can't remember, ladies and gentlemen, but you get the idea. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, the Anis Elegy Retro retailing for $904,000. And yes, we are standing in front of it. Presumably the Penumbra FF is based on the Mitsubishi Eclipse, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we brought out these cars at the start of the video, and it's pretty much neck and neck as they cross the line there. Okay, well, you may well recognize this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen any of the other videos. We have brought it out quite a lot just recently. It is the Emperor ETR1, and we basically bring it out for a giggle because it's so absolutely underperforming. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It retails for $2 million, $1,900,000 and something with $995,000. Yes, we haven't found a single car it can beat so far, and it's about time, ladies and gentlemen, that it got in front of something. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Emperor ETR1, it can actually beat a car, and the car it can beat is the Maibatsu Penumbra FF. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and bring out the Benefactor Schlagen. Now, Mr. Raccoon is rather keen on the Benefactors, and he is rather partial to the Benefactor Schlagen, ladies and gentlemen. And it is to my absolute delight, ladies and gentlemen, to see him pulling away in front of me there, because if it had lost, I'd be getting bullets in the back of their head for pretty much every gaming session from here until mid-July, you know. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, $1.3 million for the Benefactor Schlagen, and it absolutely demolishes the Penumbra FF for a slightly more expensive price. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to now bring out the ZR350, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe this is indeed another Anis. It's retailing for $1,211,250. Okay, I'll try that again. $1,211,250, ladies and gentlemen, something like that. It's absolutely ridiculous price either way. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was an underperforming car around the track, and yes, it is going to it's actually struggling. How about that? It's trying to get round and behind us. Well, it gives you an indication, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there we go. It's going to pull alongside us, isn't it? Of course. Yes, that's an indication of just how underperforming, ladies and gentlemen, the Maibatsu Penumbra FF is. Okay, so we're going to start to wrap things up now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this particular vehicle, for those of you who do not know, for the hoes at home, for the uninitiated, shall we say, the vehicle in question is the Benefactor Serrano, retailing for a price of $110,000, ladies and gentlemen. We call it a serious contender because it is a serious contender, ladies and gentlemen, and you may well spend your $1.4 million on a Maibatsu Penumbra FF, but someone who's just spent $110,000 on a Serrano is going to beat it, and if you don't know about the Serrano, you certainly do now. Okay, so it's Big Daddy Z, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, the Pegassi Zentorno. $725,000 purchases you one of the finest cars on GTA Online for the money. You know, it's no longer a competitive vehicle anymore, of course, but my god, you're going to have a lot of fun for under $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. We do really highly rate the Pegasus in tournament. Mr. Raccoon, of course, is playing with me there. He could take me at any time, and he just wants to taunt me, and that's the point. Yes, now he's weaving across the road, sort of, to prove the point. Okay, and to prove our point, ladies and gentlemen, just how bad this car is, we're going to start the final, the masquerade with Mr. Raccoon sat there in the RSX, and I'm going to be at the start line. He's going to cross all that dirt, ladies and gentlemen, before he can get onto the tarmac, and now we're going to see exactly what happens, and we know what's going to happen, don't we? Okay, what can one say about the Maibatsu Penumbra FF, ladies and gentlemen? In terms of acceleration, it's more disappointing than a hand job from an octogenarian with arthritis, you know? In terms of handling, ladies and gentlemen, it's sort of more nimble than a circus cat on cocaine. And in terms of top speed, ladies and gentlemen, look, he's just going past us, and give me a friendly nudge there, because he's an absolute swine. Top speed, ladies and gentlemen, more underperforming than a nervous virgin in a Bangkok whorehouse. What more can I say? Looks, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's sort of more uninspired than a picture of the Peloponnesian War painted by a chimpanzee. Is it worth the money, ladies and gentlemen? No, it's not. No, it's not going to get yourself a Schlagen or 2 GTOs or anything else. Sorry, how bloody Raccoon. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.